I enjoy riding my electric dirt bike just as much as my 152 stroke, you know, like it's almost more fun for me because of my proficiency in mountain biking, and it's so similar. Like it's just 2 handbrakes and a set of pegs, just like my mountain bike, but it just
Dude,
has pedals.
do you ever get them confused? How many times have you tucked the front end, like grabbing the wrong lever?
Not once. On my bicycles since I was a little kid, I've swapped the brakes to moto.
Smart.
This is always, people give me crap for this all the time. You know,
dude, I'm literally doing that on my bike.
Yeah. Like this is your front brake hand always. And then like what's on the other side? It's either my rear brake or a clutch, which neither, you know, my E-Moto doesn't have a clutch. So it's my rear brake. It's just easy. You know, I never get confused. People loop my bikes out all the time. You know,
I never thought of that.
Like it's just every machine I get on, it's the exact same other than the left control.
So you just flip them around.
Yeah.
I
just flip the hoses. Just leave the levers where they are, detach the hoses, route them the other way. Done deal. Even my road bicycles were moto brakes. Like even my
Why did I never think of that? Why is that so revolutionary?
I don't know. Like even my dirt jump bike, which you only usually have one brake to do bar spins on, I put it on the left side. You know,
the rear brake.
Yeah, exactly. Like
it makes sense.
Every time somebody rides a bike, they're like, "What? Why is your brake in the wrong side?" You know,
but it's only wrong because like that's just what the industry always did.
Exactly.
And then when E-Moto comes, it kind of screws everything up.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so it's kind of funny, but I don't know. For me personally, it just works better for me.
So what about the E-clutch? Tell me your expectation. Tell me what you think that will do for your ability to ride. Because we talked about it briefly, like we're just talking shit. Like what is that going to be like?
There's a lot of instances where in creek bed, you know, because some of the creek beds, especially this time of year in Tennessee, it's 95 degrees and 80% humidity. Like absolutely
everything's wet. Oh, it's like a rainforest, bro.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But so there's a lot of scenarios that I'll run into, like on big extended rock slabs, you have to start like right in front of, or even if you have a drive for it, you know, like if you don't have the exact perfect amount of speed, exact perfect weight distribution, like everything, you're going to start spinning and then you lose all your momentum and end up sliding down like these insane features.
Yeah.
You know, so like I found myself in a lot of scenarios where I'm like literally pushing my bike up, like carrying my bike. Like there's been scenarios where I've taken my battery out and put my dirt bike on my back and walked it up something because I literally couldn't ride it. You know what I mean? So I think with the E-clutch that's supposed to like ramp phase amps or something, it's not necessarily a wet clutch, but that effect alone to be able to cut power while still, you know, being on the throttle somewhat.
And then letting it out slow.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that's going to be such a huge, I mean, for me personally, because I do hard enduro, you know, like maybe on a track, like I think having no gears on a track is sick. Like you
don't have to deal with anything.
You can corner like twice as fast.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, you know, which is, I love riding the track in that race edition, but, yeah, I definitely think the clutch, like for somebody, me personally, who does a lot of woods riding, hard enduro in particular, it's going to be a massive step forward for my riding.
Well, I think like when we raced that hard enduro race in Southern Ohio, it was hell, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It was so hard. Like,
they got gnarly terrain around here.
It's not like in Southern Ohio is basically Kentucky, basically Tennessee. Like Tennessee has bigger, I'll call them hills because we know like still a mountain, but not like mountains.
Yeah, you know what I mean? For sure.
But the point is like having to push your bike. Like you have the problem with the experience I had is like once you break that tire loose, that rear tire, it's done.
Yeah.
And then if you're like in a spot where you're on an incline and you have a log in front of you, and the incline is, I would say like a 20 or 25 degree pitch, right? So you're laid back. You're trying to keep your weight like centered as much as possible, but I can only imagine what it's like for you being a little bit shorter, like trying to keep on it. Then you hit that. If you don't get over that, the E-clutch just gives you so many advantages, is my point.
Exactly.
Like, it's like, because once you hit, if you don't get over that and that back tire spins, then you're creeping backwards and then the bike goes and then it's down at the bottom of the hill and you either got to pick it up or push it up. And even trying to push it, you have no weight on the bike.
Exactly.
So the tire's
it's not going to go
spinning
anywhere anyways.
and you're just muscling it.
Yep.
Dude, that was the most hellacious thing I've ever experienced in my life. And that's why when you asked about racing Tennessee, I said, bro, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, you definitely have to get creative. Like there's a bunch of instances where I'm using my rear brake, almost imitating a clutch. Like I'll literally be dragging brake going uphill, like trying to stop
really crazy.
wheel spin.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah,
especially
just trying to keep it like moving, not so torquey, not so fast.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because you can only get so much advantage out of your gear ratio versus, you know, traction control aspects, if you will, right? Like especially on higher horsepower bikes, like they're just naturally going to spin because one, they don't have gears, two, they don't have a clutch.
Right.
So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can only run so gummy of a tire and so drilled out of a bib, you know?
That's really funny though, because I was about to
Yeah.
ask you what's your tire choice in those scenarios. What are you going to race TKO?
IRC tire.
I just got a set of IRCs for my 24.
I've seriously like.
Which ones?
So when I set this bike up last year, I went through it, you know, because my dad's like been racing since the 70s.
Oh yeah,
like,
so he's just an OG.
He knows.
Yeah.
He just knows. So he was like, okay, you should run a IRC JX8 in the rear, which is their like stiffer carcass gummy, and then one of their IX9 gummies in the front. And I probably bought 10 or 15 JX8 since that event last year. Just the same one every time.
So how do
it
you
just
feel,
works so good.
How do you feel that? Well, I mean, you mostly ride hard enduro, but if you go out on a track, you'd still. I mean, you don't change the tires, right? Like you're still just riding it, or do you change the tire?
I definitely. So for my track setup, I run Michelin Starcross 6s,
Okay.
soft compound with tubes.
Okay.
Just because I know that's like a solid option for hard pack and whatever else. Like, you know, I bet that JX8 would be fine if you ran like a platinum 10 to 14 PSI bib or something, you know, but I just know track tires like, okay, a Starcross 6, like boom, done, see you later.
That's just your go-to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you been riding that like your whole life growing up? Is that what you did? Or is that kind of like what your dad like pushed you to do for these bikes?
Yeah. Well, for the hard enduro stuff, you know, I definitely figured like, okay, I could probably get more traction out of not a motocross tire, you know? So I was kind of like, okay, well, like what's the next step? You know, cause I know mountain bike tire compounds very well, but they don't have like gummy mountain bike tires don't exist.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like they have softer compound tires, but they're not even remotely close to as sticky as like gummy, hard enduro, you know, motorcycle tires. So that was like a big eye opener for me. I was like, but I kind of do understand like on the mountain bike, you know, weight distribution is different. E-mountain bikes are still new. So they're not like Maxxis is one of the only companies, I might be wrong at this point, actually producing an e-mountain bike specific casing for you know, tires. Like it's stiffer. Sometimes it has a wire bead instead of, you know, all just rubber. So that's been kind of cool to look at, but for the most part I was just totally green to it, just like okay, like what kind of should I kind of run here? And the IRCs have just been like lights out for me.
That's freaking
lights
sick.
out. Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's like the go-to when you have any type of hard enduro scenarios in IRC. They just have like the reputation to back it.
Absolutely.
What bibs are you running in your TKO bike?
New Tech. Yeah, I have a 6 to 8 that I drilled 16 holes in.
Okay.
So, and I've had that bib for a very long time. So it was like pretty clapped before I even drilled it. Now it's like you can squish that thing like 4 inches down.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So you just what size drill bit are you using? Just drilling into it?
It was just like an oversized socket, it's like a 20. It was like a 17 or a 20 socket, and then I just like cut teeth in the end of it, and
then you just like basically bore holes out just to remove volume.
Yeah, exactly, volume. Yeah, so it deforms better.
Right.
Like, granted, when you're doing endurocross stuff, like, you know, the little endurocross sections we have, like at the beginning of the races and stuff, it provides a little bit more of a challenge because I can't just like 30 horse mode, just like smoke it into a log and do a triple. Like I found that out the hard way at Battle of the Goats. Like
blowed rim.
Wheel bottomed out, and it just like threw me head over heels. Literally 2 seconds after the first turn, I snapped my key out of my ignition. I crashed so hard.
You're so gnarly,
2 seconds into my first pro track race.